Greetings and welcome to my two-part video series, Chakra Infusion. This is actually version 2, as I originally did a chakra infusion video about 6 years ago. However, the software at my disposal then was not too good, and now I really wish to do a better production of this work, which I originally received even longer ago. Now, when I actually received this work, it was in the first years of my introduction to Second Life. And at that time, I was holding gatherings in Second Life using my Thoth avatar. The Thoth avatar would be present, and all these people in their avatar bodies would be gathered. And I would text, not speak, what Thoth had to say to the group at that time. And it was just spontaneous. I didn't have anything written beforehand. The reason I did it that way, it wasn't for fun and games. I wanted to give a sense of Thoth's presence as I spoke these things. Of course, if I spoke them in my female voice, it kind of wouldn't do too well, you know. So I texted on the screen as I was present there in the Thothic form. And it really kind of worked. I mean, you had to be there, you know, but it did work. And I still have a Thoth avatar that I primarily use for certain video things, but I'm not really doing it that way now. And right now I'm not doing any Second Life gatherings, although I do wish to do them again in the near future. So what you're going to hear in this presentation is really a spontaneous speaking by Thoth that I was texting to people at the time. So in Thoth speak, here we go. A chakra wheel, or a chakra, is a wheel of energy where multiple energy fields come together in the body to express through an organic center. It is a wheel, for if you would see it truly in all its details, you would see something that resembled a wheel with spokes inside. These spokes are filaments that contain information. The information is being fed to the energy system of the body through the chakras from the DNA. When we speak of DNA, we are addressing the whole system. That is the entire multidimensional DNA and not just its seen components. In a way, the chakras of the body are an extension of this overlapping and multidimensional field. I will pause here to say that Thoth often speaks of the universal DNA. It's not just in our bodies. The purpose of the chakras, the primary purpose, is to move the energy system of the whole Merkaba, of the being, into accordance with the currents of the universal tide of energy around and through the Merkabic system that includes the physical body, but is much more than that. Human vessels are energy Merkabas. The physical body is merely the outer shell. Thus, if you consider the chakras as an intelligent extension of energy of the DNA, you can communicate to and with the DNA through the chakras, and further, the chakras birth the body system. That is, they determine in the womb the alignment of the body vessel and the universal energy nodes. This means that at every major chakra in your body, there is an intersection with universal ley lines. It connects you to the furthest star fields. There are beings such as myself, meaning Thoth, who can instantly move the physical body and whole energy Merkaba millions of light years through time, space, and dimensions to another location. It is accomplished through the chakras, through the ley lines of the universe intersecting there. The minor chakras aid in this process by keeping minor but important alignments in the body with the energies of the environment near that body. Of course, there are more major chakras than the known 7, but people now on the planet should focus more on attuning to and balancing the 7 before they consider the higher ones. Each chakra is a temple of light, or a house, a mansion. The many mansions are many things, lifetimes, worlds, and also chakras. Think of your main chakras as houses or temples in which you come to stay, to pray, to be still, to contemplate, or meditate. They are a sacred space in your body. Anything you bring into that temple, may it be of a nature which you would wish to have in your own home or place of stillness in the house you dwell in. When you infect your energy body with harmful substances, wrong eating, or drugs, you are changing the environment of your chakra field. Of course, you know such things are harmful to your body, but they are also causing sediment or fog to form in the chakras, and thus hinders their very alignment to the whole universal grid. Thus, you are not only adversely affecting the body you claim as your own, but those parts of yourself of which you are not aware, other parallel incarnations, and many other aspects of your energy self. This is true with negative thinking as well. It affects the whole, vast multitude of being that you are. This is why working with the main 7 chakras is important for good health of the entire system and even for generations which come out of your body as it affects the DNA. And I say to you, those who are no longer of childbearing age are still affecting the future generations, as the paragenetic field does not differentiate between flesh relations and pod relations. I use the latter term, as with dolphins, to mean here that your pod or family tree can be affected by your DNA. Your DNA is linked energetically to others of its kind, being tracked by the crystalline field within. Thus, a distant family relation is affecting and being affected by how you treat your energy system as the chakras send the information out through the grid. Of course, all of humanity are related, but within the closer circles, it is more intense effect. And so each chakra sets a table for you in your honor as a guest in your home of that chakra. The energy in that chakra is intelligent, and it is part of your intelligence, a part you cannot even fathom. It receives you as its guest when you commune with it, and the table is set for your feast. What food do you wish to be served there? What nectar? Ask for the best, and you shall receive it. Now be aware that when Thoth is speaking about how you affect everybody else's chakras and they affect you, that sounds like a giant mishmash, but it's not incoherent. It has to do with vibration. And those that are really messing up their chakras and eating tons of cheeseburgers and taking drugs are not, totally directly impacting you, but they are weakening the field that you were a part of. And when you do right things to your body, you're strengthening the field that you were a part of. And essentially that is what he means here. Now in the second video, we're going to follow the chakra infusion as we go through a process and with the Thoth commentary on each of these chakras. And at the end of that video, I will simply go through the actual keynotes again, so you have a full picture of it all. So this concludes part 1.